Resorts aren't the only place where you might see zen-like gardens, towering palms, and dolphin-themed fountains. Homeowners put on their gardening gloves and decided to bring that paradise feel to their neighborhoods. Here in Garden Grove, we call it Garden Grove Pride. And thanks for joining us. I'm Arthi Nehru. We're at the Evergreen Nursery in Garden Grove, where some of you may have come for your own gardening needs. Did you know there are more than 44,000 homes in Garden Grove? But some stand out for having undeniable curb appeal. A group of volunteer judges spent an entire month searching for the best of the best. Tao Ta shows us this year's Garden Grove Pride winners.
Towering trees, bright, colorful flowers drawing birds and butterflies, and zen-like gardens.
Beyond this white picket fence on Enault Lane, you'll find the Woods home, brimming with country charm.
It's no wonder Garden Grove homeowners are being recognized for having the best-looking homes and yards.
For 38 years, the Schaefers have made a hobby out of grooming their garden and looking forward to springtime when everything is in bloom.
Hundreds of homeowners filled the community meeting center at the 42nd annual Garden Grove Pride Awards ceremony.
Zone 7, Daryl and Patricia Peterson.
Volunteer judges scoured these 17 zones to find the top homes in Garden Grove.
We looked for different brickwork and their driveways maintained, their yards maintained. When we were driving by, we were just looking for something that had really good curb appeal that would stand out.
Photos of the 17 Home of the Year winners were posted on the city's website so people could vote for the best looking home. This year's best home and garden
goes to Patrick and Valerie Sullivan from Zone 16.
Their sage-colored farmhouse-style home took 8 years to remodel, but the Sullivans had no idea they'd be winners.
Didn't expect it at all. I was greatly surprised because there's so many homes in the area. It would be hard to be a judge.
One additional home was recognized as the best water-wise home.
Kraft is proud to say he hasn't put a single drop of tap water on his yard this year.
I think of how amazing it is, and I mean, not to brag, but I think I did a great job.
This award showed the importance of conserving water and how maintaining drought-tolerant gardens can be just as beautiful.
It's not just about saving water. There's much more to it than that. There's no mowing, there's no blowing. You're saving a lot of water, and it's also a habitat garden where you get the bugs and the butterflies and birds.
At the end of the 42nd annual Garden Grove Pride Awards ceremony, all the very dedicated volunteers and Home of the Year winners were recognized for their hard work and creativity. This is Tao Ta reporting.
The winners were chosen by an army of volunteer judges. Each team was given a zone and told to check out every house on every street. It's a big task, but they were up for it. So what are the boundaries of each zone? Let's take a look. Zones 1 and 2 are in West Garden Grove. Just east of that, Zone 3, with Zone 4 a tad to the north. Zone 5 extends south of Orangewood to Garden Grove Boulevard. Zone 6 and 7 are south of Garden Grove Boulevard, with Zones 8 and 9 to the north. Zone 10 is the stretch between Catella and Garden Grove Boulevard. Zone 11 is right below it. Zone 12 is the only area of Garden Grove south of Westminster Avenue, with Zone 13 just north and east of that. Zone 14 is the next zone up, and 15 encompasses the neighborhood surrounding the Christ Cathedral. Zone 16 takes us to the border of Orange, and last but not least, Zone 17 is directly south. Okay, so now that you know the zones, let's see the winners. Jennifer Goddard and I will be our guide. We'll start with Zone 1.
A study in dramatic contrast. just the way Patricia Eckert wants it. When she decided it was time for something new, she stepped out of her comfort zone, choosing a deep midnight gray and making it pop with the whitest white. Some of her neighbors on Winton Street weren't sure what to think.
Yes, when I first painted it, I had some good and bad. Some of the neighbors went, "Ooh, what have you done?" But most really like it.
The bold color choice is the perfect backdrop for the fiery cannas and bold yellow daylilies. Just looking at the video, you can almost smell the star jasmine.
I'm a flower girl. I was born and raised in Canada, so Canadians are very much into their gardens, and we can't wait for the snow to melt and get going with the gardens.
Here in Garden Grove, gardening is a year-round event, one it appears Patricia Eckert has mastered. Congratulations on your first Home of the Year award. We have a feeling it won't be your last. When you look at the clean lines and warm, welcoming colors of this house on Vanguard Avenue, it's hard to believe that neighbors once called it an eyesore.
Because the previous owner is mistreated, we just do toilet completely makeover.
Now look at it. With its curved raised beds, stonework, and the most amazing collection of healthy poinsettias months after most of us have given up on ours. The secret to this makeover?
Put the mind and the love into what you're doing, I guess, because when you love it, you do it, you enjoy, it's gonna come out nice.
Better than nice. This house exudes Garden Grove pride. Congratulations on your first Home of the Year win. Beyond this white picket fence on Enault Lane, you'll find the Woods home, brimming with country charm, and all kinds of surprises, like a subdivision of birdhouses.
Our mail lady calls it Twitterville.
And this, a fairy garden.
There's fairies at the bottom of our garden, so what can we say? We have to make a beautiful place for them to make their home.
This miniature garden is surrounded by lush greenery, from the perfect expanse of green lawn to the magnificent maidenhair and sword ferns.
One of our theories is if you can't live in paradise, you bring paradise to where you live.
And don't forget an arbor covered in pink roses. There are 33 rose bushes in all here, and a lot of love, along with Garden Grove pride. Congratulations on your second Home of the Year win.
Pretty impressive, right? It's just the beginning. Coming up after the break, a landscape where pigs fly and a water-wise home with a wicked sense of humor.